Here we go!
We're feeling very gay because it's almost time to play. Grab your favorite chair with the Lucky Pierres. Yeah!
All right, guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres movie reviews. We got a new one for you tonight. It's horror season, not horror season.
Both.
It's horror.
You really got to emphasize that.
I
Always
know,
both.
I'm terrible at emphasizing that. But
Always
anyway,
both.
we got the new Hellraiser review for you. All right, guys, we got the Hellraiser review for you. Hellraiser, what did you guys think?
I enjoyed it.
I did too.
I thought it was the best since the first two.
I would say that as well.
Yeah, I agree.
I would have said that as well. Yeah, because let me just say the plot. So a young woman struggling with addiction comes into possession of an ancient puzzle box, unaware that its purpose is to summon the Cenobites. Okay, so I thought they really tried on all fronts. You know, like the acting was better than expected.
Yeah.
The writing was, the directing, everything was just better than expected.
It wasn't rough at any point. You're just like, this movie's
the
terrible.
only thing.
Yeah, no, it was good.
I mean, the characters were all hateable.
Yeah.
but
They
that was it.
were, but like they were well acted.
Oh yeah, everything was well done.
Yeah.
but I didn't care if any of them died.
I know you were not
Same.
on board at first, Ben, with female.
I wasn't.
But
No, I wasn't. So when they announced her as a female actress, I was like, that's kind of weird. But like, I've never been that attached to the Hellraiser franchise that I care if they make like changes, you know, like that. So I was kind of open to it, but I just go into from the gore and
Because
whatnot.
it's more like the book. Like the book, every Cenobite was like androgynous, like ambiguous sex.
Okay.
So like, that's apparently why.
They cast,
Yeah.
female, and it worked out. I mean, the makeup design was great on her. She was good as Pinhead, and the makeup design on the Cenobites was great.
it's always cool
Yeah.
to see Cenobites. There's wild looking.
They are. In this one, they were all flesh, right? There was no latex black and stuff like the original.
Oh yeah, like the leather they address. Okay, because I saw this at Fantastic Fest, and the director,
Stop,
the writers, and her, like the main actress, were all there.
Okay.
And it was one of the secret movies, so we didn't know until they started to show it. But they said, because somebody asked like about the leather, or whatever, and they're like, "Listen, back when the first ones came out, like leather was like taboo and like edgy, and like so they're like it's not anymore.
Yeah.
Like they wanted to make a transgressive, progressive, like how that one was back then. Now, and you can't do that with like leather outfits. It's not the same.
It's out of date.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get that.
And like it was very like a gay thing back then, and that's why they did it. Like,
because Clive Barker is gay, correct?
and I don't know.
Yeah, I believe he is, yeah.
And then but they're like, that's not the thing anymore. Like, it's not strange and bizarre and out there to
It's
wear
not
leather.
taboo. It's not controversial. Yeah, it's not in. So, yeah,
But
that
then-
makes sense.
The guys who wrote The Night House that we all saw together.
Yeah, that's David Bruckner.
Well, there's two other guys that like wrote it, and he's the director.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well,
it was the same three guys did that, did
was
this
it?
together.
Okay, because David Bruckner, Night House is underrated, I think.
But The Night
It's
House
a really good movie.
was a pitch for a Hellraiser movie,
Oh, was it?
and it got turned down. And they were like, let's make it anyways. And they
It
made
was
The
really
Night House.
good, yeah.
But then I guess they've known they were going to
Buddy,
make the new
gotta stop
Hellraiser.
up.
They knew they were going to make the new Hellraiser for a long time.
Yeah.
Because it got like given to them to like, you can make this.
Okay.
But they had to find like the stuff and the different studios. They were like, one was like, yeah, can we take out like all the like sexiness and the gore? They wanted to make it like a teenage friendly thing.
Oh my
And they're
God.
like, we didn't even take that meeting.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that's...
and there were like multiple things where there were like there were times where we're like, oh, it's getting done, and the studio's like, you got to make this change, and like, no, it's not happening.
It turned out good. I mean, like, you could tell it was the same director because of all the... he likes playing with like architecture and stuff like that. Did you notice that?
Oh, yeah,
it
that's
might
why the
explain
Night
why
House was like that.
Yeah, different
Yeah,
like that.
you said 13 Ghosts, right?
Yeah, it reminded me of
Kind
13 Ghosts from
Ghosty,
House.
you know?
Then the Weeper in it is the one where its hands split like the Cenobite.
Yeah.
That scene was supposed to be like way crazier, like it was gonna split all over, not just its hands.
Oh, man.
But they're like, but you know, like budget and time come into play. Like we couldn't just,
Of course.
spend days making this whole body split.
Honestly, the body, like mutilation scenes and stuff looked really good. Like it was like, like it looked visually it was pleasing. You know what I mean? Like
Pleasing.
I don't know, like not pleasing, but you know what I mean.
No,
It looked
yeah,
really
pleasing.
good.
Yeah.
Got me horned.
And then also the character development like was just better than I expected. Like of course, you didn't. They weren't the most likable characters. But,
Oh no, they were awful.
but I at least personally felt for like
Honestly,
The-
the
the
only
one
one
or
I
two
felt
of them.
for is the brother who died right away,
yeah, the gay brother.
Yeah.
yeah.
who is from 13 Reasons Why.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the effects.
That's another.
I do also enjoy everybody getting upset about the Pinhead. Like everybody getting upset about the change in Pinhead.
Yeah.
I liked it. And
yeah.
I love that everybody was so butthurt.
Yeah, even Doug Bradley was on social media. He didn't say. He said she's really good as Pinhead. He was like gave his like approval and stuff.
Oh,
she didn't
she
do
said
very
too.
much though. Like,
Huh?
she didn't have to do very much.
No,
other than
she
look
didn't.
menacing.
Oh no, yeah,
and-
but
true.
She said she didn't think she was gonna get it.
yeah.
Like her agent or whatever told her like, okay, they're open to casting like females and trans and like they're open to anybody for Pinhead. So she's like, yeah, get me the audition. And she went for the read and she's like, yeah, I didn't get that. And they called her back and she's like, hell yeah.
Honestly, I thought the villain Voight should have been in it more. He was kind of missing for a lot of it. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So
Yeah.
I think it would have been better if he was in it more because he's kind of like the main antagonist. You know?
Yeah.
So
And like and his whole thing looked super sick. The,
It did.
Like clockwork going through his
when
nerves.
Even when it came out and like
Yeah.
detached, it was crazy looking. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Some
was
cool designs.
really cool looking when he like ascended and then he like all his like flesh was all being all mutilated. That looked gnarly,
Yeah.
man.
That's like 2 for 2 on Hulu with horror like franchises like
What did
with
they-
Predator with Prey.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's right.
Who's been buying a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That's true,
Then
man.
like in Texas they like did an intro for the movie and the lady like the one of the people that runs Fantastic Fest was like, yeah, we were in contact with this company in Serbia who's like been redoing and like all these lost films, so they were going to give us stuff that we could show special, blah, blah. And then she like did this whole spiel and she's like, but it fell through, so they sent me this gift. And that was all build up. She pulled out like the puzzle box.
No way. That's awesome. The
And
puzzle
then-
box is so iconic.
It was crazy in this one too. Like I feel like it was
cool.
much more the centerpiece in this movie than previously.
It was. It like did all sorts of different stuff. It turned into
Yeah,
like
how
a
they broke down the phases too. Each phase of something
it was
different.
cool. They broke it down in like lore and stuff.
Yeah, it was very neat.
It was like you could tell like care went into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like research and care and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was good. And I will say this though, do you guys not agree with me? It was a bit too long. Maybe 20 minutes too long.
How long was it?
About 2 hours.
It was
a
2
little-
hours.
you know, 2
However,
hours maybe.
going in, I thought it was an hour and a half. And then like I was like, this is 2 hours. Like even when I saw it there, I was convinced it was an hour and a half. And when I got home, like somebody watched, because I watched it since.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is 2 hours. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't know what's going on with
I
my
just
brain.
I just thought it meandered a little bit during the second half, you know, like
A little bit. It didn't feel like really 2 hours,
honestly-
but anything 2 hours to me is too long. Anything.
Yeah, most movies can trim the fat a little bit down to an hour and 45 at
Yeah.
least.
they could have, yeah, definitely. But anyway, it was good. I just thought the villain should have been in it more. Good effects, good character
What about in the
development.
beginning when she was getting blasted and her brother was just standing outside the door hearing it?
Yeah, that was
And she just comes out and goes, "You heard us fuck."
that was interesting. Yeah,
Yeah, they didn't go
awkward.
out of the box, pun intended, too much. Like,
Yeah.
they just kind of kept it safe. Like,
That's
let's
what-
just do the basics.
That's
like,
what seems to work.
Yeah, same
'Cause
with Prey. Like,
It keeps the fans happy because if you like change stuff too much, the fans are like, "Oh, why'd you change that? Why'd you do this? Why'd you do that?"
yeah, some.
So they got to play it
A
super
lot.
safe.
Yeah, horror fans, and
Ima-
comic
pretty fickle.
fans.
Honestly, imagine being a director of a franchise that's like 30, 40 years old, and you're just coming. You have to direct this movie, and you got to please everyone. That's a lot of pressure, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure. But some people succeed, and some people fail, and we'll get to that, huh? Anyway,
Most fail.
Yeah, most.
Honestly, it was good for it being like 10th or 11th movie, the 10th or 11th movie in the franchise. Like what?
You could delete a bunch
Yeah,
of
they,
them.
I think they just disregarded like
6 or 7 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. After
Yeah, at least
two-
4 or 5
af-
of them can get gone.
After 2,
I haven't seen all of them.
Actually, 3 isn't terrible. 3 is decent.
3 and 4 are like they're on the fringe of like watchable. Like after that,
Yeah.
it's like a steep slope.
Yeah, after that, there's just like bits and pieces. They're like, oh, that was cool for 12 minutes.
Yeah, then you
Oh,
fall asleep
the
again.
previous 2 before this one were painfully bad.
I
don't think
haven't
I've seen
watched
them.
those ones.
Judgment and Revelations.
Maybe I have.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Anyway, you guys
That's
want
just where they pick a name out of a hat and like, we'll call it this.
anyway, you guys want to get to ratings?
Sure.
Okay, I gave it a 6.5.
I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 7.
Okay, very good. And would you guys say the final verdict for this one? Would you say watch it ASAP, watch it whenever, or skip it?
I think it's a whenever.
Yeah,
I would-
whenever, unless you're like a super fan of Hellraiser.
I would also say whenever. This is a horror movie you can watch whenever. We'll say that.
But
And-
it's on Hulu, so you might as well.
yeah, might as well, right? And,
Might as well. What a great rating.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, fuck, who are we? If we tell you to watch it whenever, it's free. Just watch it.
Okay.
All right, guys, we got the quote game for you. Joe's got a movie quote. We got to guess it. What do you got, Joe?
Okay. But dogs can look up.
Dang. Step Brothers.
I thought you did it for sure.
Me?
Ben.
Oh.
No, I know it now, I think.
We get 2 guesses. What is it, man?
Do
You
we?
only get one.
One per person.
Yeah,
so.
but we get 2.
Can I collude?
No.
I don't
Yes, you
think I know
can.
it for sure.
You just said for sure. And
I don't think so.
What are you talking about? We've helped each other in the past.
I'll say, how about this? Just give me it. I don't think I know it, but I'll say Shaun of the Dead.
That was it.
Shaun of
it?
the Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, we win. You lose.
But dogs can look up.
What do you about a half point each?
Well, how the hell does that work? You guessed twice.
Well, I didn't that was
guess.
his guess.
That's his fault.
Oh,
I did. I said Shaun of the Dead.
Okay, fine. Take your point.
half point each.
Sure.
Hey,
The
come
game's
on.
rigged anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's our review for Hellraiser. Thanks.
No matter what, I get effed on that.
I don't know where
You
we
have
are
2
anyways.
points. You have 2. I have 2. Shaw's got 0 right now. But
Yeah, but I
after
should
this,
have, like,
I have
7
2.5,
probably.
and he's
Always
got.
get
What?
effed.
But anyway, thanks for
me
watching,
having
guys.
0, it's definitely rigged now.
Thanks for watching, guys. We love you, and we'll see you soon.